Hey everyone, how are we doing? Welcome to today's stream. We are working on our mega base. I've done a little bit of work since you last saw me, and I built the foundation and a little bit more than the foundation of a castle. So, isn't that lovely? I've just done a bunch of resource gathering off camera as well. I managed to gather, a few boxes of tough, which, we're slowly getting through, but now that we've got that, we can begin work on the actual build. So, here's what we need to be doing right now. We need to just, all of these walls here that are going up to this point, need to just link up to here. I don't know how much tough it's going to take to do all this, but hopefully not a lot. At least hopefully not more than I have. So see that? Now we just need to do that on this side over here. That's not where that needed to go. So these are just going to connect up over here. And now you sort of get the idea, right, chat? And then this one just needs to come all the way over here. Awesome. I don't know what I'm doing with this wall, to be completely honest. I also always forget that this wall here is also curved. Like, I always remember this one being a straight line, and then also that one. Like, for some reason I thought that these... Kinda wish they were. Like, I see why I curved it, but I could have just extended the terraforming. It's too late now though, I'm not changing that. Okay, that's fine. We can work with it. Ow. So this one needs to just come along here, like so. And then same goes on this side, till it reaches there. Nailed it. Okay. Almost done. I guess we do this. This is kind of annoying, chat. Oh, wrong button. Yeah. Almost there. Did I say it's already bedtime? Okay. Sleepy sleep time. Okay. Now today we should be able to get all of this foundation done. Like all of the bits made out of tuff, I want to say will be done by the end of today's stream. I think that's a pretty reasonable claim to make. So yeah, by the end of today's stream, all of the tough parts that I currently plan to do will be completed. Now this just needs to extend this way. Okay. One more wall left to do. And you've got to be kidding me. Nailed it. Okay. And on this side. Well, now I just need to do what I've just done. But like, times 2 again. But this time we have now already laid out the foundation work for it. We can go over it like this. Which one will be quicker than doing it the way that we just did it. Like, we're literally going to get these 2 layers done faster than the first 2 layers. But also, you know, we're going to be done after this. The only thing that can slow us down now is if we need to go back down to craft more bricks. Which is very possible. But at least we are not using too many. I am going also with a lot less bricks than I'm used to building, so I'm able to get more, like with. So I am able to get more done per inventory than normal, because these walls are naturally much shorter, being 2 blocks tall rather than like, you know, 15 blocks tall or whatever. I mean, they're normally 18 blocks higher than the outline on the ground. You've got... Nailed it. That's shy. Yeah, like within a stack, I've already done like a wall and a half. And I say within a stack because it wasn't that it costs me a stack, it's that, you know, I didn't need to change over to the next stack. Okay. After this, we've just got 2 walls to go, chat. Alright, before we do those last two walls though, let's get ourselves a nice cheeky little restock. Wow. That should be plenty. Alright. Relatively cheap to just get, you know, 2 of these done. And last wall. Easy peasy. Nice. Look at that, chat. And I said by the end of the stream, I was very lenient with that, to be fair. I did not need to be so kind to say end of the stream. I could have just, you know, said, within the next 10 minutes. Because, yeah, it did not take long. 12 minutes into stream and we've done the tough foundations. So, all there is left to do, really, with the tough, is prep for this wall. So those 2 blocks should theoretically be in line. And if I can just land on it. Perfect. Something like that, yeah. Two, 3, 4. I believe that's the height I went with. Yep. And what was that? I think that looks relatively good. So, back to the base we go. And now that we've had our beauty sleep, we can fly over to the castle once again. One, two, three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. One, two. One, two, 3, 4, 5. I'm already up a block. 3, 2, 2. Right, yeah. Right. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Well, okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we don't really need to. Yeah, okay. Easy. And if we just follow this, we will be able to pretty quickly figure this out. Okay. This just needs to be filled in. Easy enough. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be too bad. We're gonna have to restock on tough. But like, for the most part. Okay. Yeah, this arch was not planned, by the way. Like, I just decided now that I was gonna do this. Okay. Alright. One, two, three. Well. Which of those has it again? Ah. I'm just gonna craft it all. Texturing me can hit me later. Alright, I lied. I'm just crafting this much. Okay. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4, 5. And then just do the same thing on this side until we get to the point that we've already done. One, two, three. Okay. Okay. So from underneath. Yeah. And then this just needs to be filled in. Okay. Okay, one thing I do need to do is that. I forgot to do the middle on the other side. Okay. Wrong button again. Okay. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to health reset by just like dying soon. Okay. Okay. And then back down on this side, we'll just do all that same stuff again. But this time we're on this side. Okay. Slash kill. Oh. There we go. Hey. Slash kill. That was weird. Just, you know, went into another dimension for a second. Ah, it's beautiful. Okay, I have to just sort of wait for day. That's fine. One second, chat. I'm back. Hadn't have turned on my live light. This looks so pretty. And this side of it is all good to go. Just the back of it that needs some work. But with a little bit of attention, we can make this good. Ow. This is all we need. Okay. Okay. And here we go, placing this. Alright, chat. This is going quite well. We have got pretty much all of the tough section of our castle done. And soon we get to go and gather some sandstone, which will be pretty fun. Although my wings are a little bit, you know, on the not so healthy side. But there's one source of XP that I literally have not used the whole time. So, if I just take out all of this coal, and just pop that back in here. Now, I want to see the progress go up. Alright, let's just... I broke too many. I did not need to break that many of my things. Just breaking one of them seems to be able to fully repair my elytra. Good to know. I guess I've done quite a lot of smelting this season, huh? You know, smooth sandstone, bricks, 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 bricks. Yeah. Well, now with that done, let's go gather some of our shulker boxes and get some sandstone. This looks seriously cool. Yeah. empty. You're empty. You're not empty. You're not empty. These are empty. Okay, to the desert we go. Luckily for me, it's not too far away. I've had to fly further. Wonder if someone else is gonna hop on at some point. Okay, we're almost here. There we are. I thought camels only spawned in villages. Alright. This is my unbreaking free one. Should have probably bought like an anvil with me. Okay. This should be pretty quick, I hope. We just want to gather as much sand as we can, as quickly as we can, so that we can get on with the next bit. Okay. So we want at least like 4 boxes minimum of sand, but we're gonna probably need more than that. If any SMP members are watching the stream and want to come help me gather some sand, that would be greatly appreciated. I can pay you in diamonds. Just, yeah. Let's just get down to the sandstone level down here. And just make sure that this can be pretty easily found. We'll just start digging out from here. But I do want to go up and gather all of that sand that I had dug from up here that I couldn't pick up yet. Okay. I'm just gonna give it air saturation 30. Because, yeah. I don't carry food on me. I have one singular carrot. Okay. Cool. Okay. And let's gather all of this up. Okay. We're on to our second box now. Which, you know, pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Chat, we need so much sand. Alright. So much sand for me. Yeah. Let's just go around and pick up everything that we can. Yeah. Alright, chat. I don't know how long we're gonna have to be in the desert for, but hopefully we're not here for too much longer. Because I do want to get, you know, back to the castle. You know, that would be fun. But it's fine. We need sandstone for the castle, so we're gonna get some sand. And don't worry, you're not gonna have to wait for the whole thing to smelt. I am gonna pick sprint it. Just to be paying attention to my shovel durability as well. And just over here, we can get a little bit more. Yep. Right. 2 boxes in. 2 to go. Yeah. Let's try and make the most of what we've got here. We're gonna most likely have to come back later after we've done some building, because a box of sandstone is not gonna be anywhere near enough. Like, it's just not gonna cut it. But if with 1 box of sandstone we manage to, like, you know, do a wall. I know a box of sandstone can definitely cover one of the towers, but I don't just want to do the towers today, I want to actually get more than that done. That might be more worth my time if I just summon an anvil and repair my shovel. Yeah, we'll probably need to use a god's anvil, but that's fine. Alright. Alright. We need a lot of sand. We're gonna get a lot of sand whether we want to or not. At least it's faster to collect than tough. If I wanted to collect 4 shulkers of tough earlier, which I think I did collect that many. Yeah. Takes a long time. Alright, we've managed to, before that broke, we managed to do an extra, you know, shulker box. We're down to the last, you know, the last of the first 4 boxes. Slash give at S damage to anvil. damn. This anvil's steady. Alright, Anvil, you wanna go? Alright, let's play a game. What? Okay, Anvil. Okay. I don't understand. I mean, clearly I have some degree of understanding because I figured out what needed to be changed. I don't understand why that's how anvils work. Why do they only break if you break a block under them, not if they just fall from you placing them too high? I guess it's to stop you from like misplacing it, and then like it's less likely to break for a bad reason. Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to use my wallet to transport some of this. Actually, wait, no, I can just craft it into sandstone. Like, once I've got the 4 shulkers worth, I'll just craft it into sandstone and then keep going from there. That's the way to do it. Because otherwise I'm just gonna end up with, you know, 1 box of sandstone when I get home, and that's just not really it. For all this time spent mining sand, only having a box of sandstone is kind of rubbish. Like, look how much of a desert I just had to clear out for this. Yeah. But by the end of this, we should be able to get about 2, not quite 2, but like almost 2 boxes. Maybe like 1.5. Which, still not very good. But that's like just by the end of this shovel, so I can always just do more. Depending on how long it takes me, I guess we can just go till like 8 o'clock. Which, you know, should get me a decent, you know, chunk. Yeah. Can I enter mine sandstone? I can. What am I doing? Yeah. New idea. Yeah. Sandstone goes in this. That. Just craft it all. Okay. Shift space, spam click. Shift space, spam click. I didn't realize that sandstone was an insamine thing. I just always assumed that it was the same as regular stone. But apparently it's faster. Let's have a second. No. We've literally just, like, gotten ourselves to be 4 times more efficient mining sandstone. Hi! Chat, why did no one tell me that? It was insamine to mine sandstone. I've literally just been mining sand this whole time. Alright, well. Yeah, like, look, in just a couple minutes, I've almost got the same amount of sandstone that I just got over the course of the past, like, 20-30 minutes. By breaking the source block instead of crafting it. Yeah, look at that. Almost an entire extra box full. Okay. I need to rethink my career. If I didn't realize that sandstone was insamine with, you know, with efficiency 5. Probably not with efficiency 4, so I want to try and, you know, use this pickaxe for as long as I can. But it's got to be close to insamining with 4 as well, because, like, this is not too far off of it. This feels like never at speed even, so maybe efficiency 4 will do it. Yeah, that's the speed this feels like. This feels like it's going at never at speed. Okay. It's not mine too high up. Alright, then we just go back up here and... That's 3 boxes just already completely ready. Chat. This is so much faster, like significantly. What was I doing? What was I doing as a Minecraft streamer not knowing this information? Okay. Alright, new plan. If I can get 5 boxes of this, then I have an idea for how I can recommission my super smelter to be some kind of good. Not the best kind of good, but like some kind of good. Okay. I need to give myself saturation. Alright. We're gonna be soon approaching 4 boxes filled. We want to get to 5. Should be relatively doable. In fact, we should still be able to do it within the first half of the stream if we're real quick. Maybe not quite getting, you know, 2 more filled within the next 2 minutes. That might be a little bit mad, but you know. I think we're still like on pace to be doing this quite quickly. Like very shortly after the 8 o'clock mark. Come on. Alright. Alright. Goal now is to try and, you know, make it so that I can not waste all my durability by just making sure that I pick up all of these little stragglers. I managed to get a throw, but not quite what I was trying to throw. Alright, already just without really needing to mine like anything at all. Quite a few stragglers just lying around that I never picked up from previous bits. This would all just be going to waste despawning. If I didn't dedicate, you know, a bit of time to this. Alright, we managed to salvage a few extra stacks. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's still Instamines. Yeah, it's still like just as good. Okay, chat. We're so back in business. We are a few minutes over time for our allocated mining time before we go back to building. But I think that's fine because we will soon be, you know, done collecting 5 boxes worth, which is the amount that we set out to gather today. It's very quick to gather that stack there. Uh-huh. Yeah. Just over here, we should be able to gather just the last little bit. It's not even another full stack that we need. Well, not stack, sorry, inventory. In fact, we should really check just how much do we really need. Oh yeah, like 1 row. That could honestly just be done up here. Like, yeah, if we just quickly mine out this little bit with regard for my pickaxe durability. Like 3 stacks and 1. we go. That should be exactly the right amount. One, two, three, 4, 5. Pretty good. Let's also just grab out the wallet. Just see if we can... Okay, we cannot. 126, 173, okay. That's fine, we just need to know not to use our pickaxes too much. And we're probably just gonna use, you know, we'll see what coal we've got in there, but we might need to just grant ourselves some more. Two, three, 4. Oh, I've got 6, not 5. So we're just only gonna use 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the wrong mode. Hold up. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have really changed anything, but... One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just going to give myself a sack of coal. Just so that this, you know, I'm probably gonna need more than that, but you know. 2, 3, 4. That's easy solution. I really wish that I could click beyond the rails. Wait, hold up. I can. This first one has that. Second one has that. Third one has that. Fourth one has that. Fifth one has that. Okay. Slash text sprint 9999999. I really want to, like, you know, just like, I almost just chucked a bunch of stuff on the ground because, you know, natural instinct, I guess. Wallet, go. You hold that. Let's make a chest. Okay. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slash text. Phrase. 2, 3, 4, 5. Unphrase. Slash text sprint. That. Right, we're back to rapid fire mode. Okay. Wait, no, hold up. I forgot. Slash div s shulker box 5 slash tick phrase 1, 2, 3. I forgot breaking stuff. Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Slash tick. Unphrase. Slash tick sprint. That. Slash tick sprint. Stop. Okay. Okay, where is the missing stuff? Just want to verify, it's not in here. Not in here. That's a horrible spot for a chest. Not in there, okay. How much am I missing? Actually, 1, 2, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm missing 1600 was lost to bugging, so /give. It is smooth sandstone 1600. There we go. I now have the correct amount. I found it. I wasn't actually missing 1600. In fact, I wasn't even missing one. So, oops. But, now that we've figured out that, we can get to work. Ow. Oh, so smooth sandstone takes longer to break than regular sandstone. Sure. Alright chat, we're actually up to the building part now. In fact, I want to make sure that flashback's going for this. Alright. I am going to flash time set day because time was just being funky there, so. Alright. Okay, that's fine. I thought that we just had some little bit of funk there. I'm just gonna leave the wall here, I think. I don't know how wide this tower is gonna be, but actually I do know. It's gonna go to here. I can say that relatively confidently because I think it'll be that, and it'll be that, Yeah, okay. That's how these towers are gonna be shaped. Yeah. And they'll have their supports in this spot here going up to sort of add their square shaping back in. Okay. Okay. We broke time and space to be able to make this build, so hopefully it doesn't go too poorly. It's about trying to figure out now how tall I want this wall to be. I almost want to say, make it taller than this tower. Or make its point, no, yeah, make its walls go to the same height as this tower. I think it's about right. So it's gonna be quite a tall tower. Or quite a tall, like, section of the castle. I think that's the right way to go. I have 5 shulker boxes of smooth sandstone to work with, so I think. Alright, yeah. I'm almost done here. Because I do need to do the birch bit as well. So this is the top of the definite sandstone section. Okay. And didn't even need to use a whole inventory light worth to do that. Which is pretty good. It will obviously take more than that to do this whole wall. But like, for how much of the wall I did, I'm quite shocked that it only cost that much. Okay. Right, chat, this is pretty cool. We have, you know, just in an hour and a half, gathered all of the sandstone and started placing it down. Like, you know, decent amount of work to be done on one stream already. And just get the foundation of this bit done. Okay. And that is our first box emptied. Not to mean that I'm done at all though, because, you know, I did get 5 of these boxes. That said, having the first box emptied before finishing a singular wall isn't the most promising thing ever. Castle? True. One, two, three. Okay. Right, this is the right height for the for the sandstone, like the definite sandstone section of this wall. Okay. Chat. That's not bad. Once we get the gradient in up here and we get all the proper detailing in and stuff, I think this is gonna look pretty good. I guess what we'll do is we'll start with this whole back section. And then once we've done this whole back section, that's when we will move on to what, the next bit. So we'll do it section by section. Minecraft sounds are giving you PTSD. You turned on good shaders on max rendered distance on 54 chunks and simulation on 34. I often run at 100. I'm only running at 18 while I'm live, but like normally I run it on 100 render distance with 32 frames, not frames, simulation. That's fair. These shaders are really good though, like, look at how pretty it is. These are probably the best shaders you can get, I'd say. They're definitely my favorite. Okay. One, two, three. Yeah. Oh, it's done the lag again. Oh, that's perfect. Good job, me, for designing. Is it good over here too? Well, good job, me, for designing such wall-friendly. I just need to get rid of the shelves on the sides where there's walls. That's all I have to change. That one shelf, gone. 1, 2, 3. And it just fits right in. And it looks like it's trying to connect up. Good job, me. This is the height. Oh, now that we're actually standing here, we can actually test it properly. Okay, so it's how we've been doing it. Going 1 to 7, not 0 to 6. Got it. Alright. Well, that's another wall done. Hi, how you doing? You gonna hop on? Probably not, fair enough. Hydrate? Yes, will do, thank you very much. Okay. Yep, I am. Don't lose the stream streak. How's Minecraft? It's going alright. Just done a lot of resource gathering on today's stream though. Didn't really get around to doing as much building as I initially hoped. Oh, that's... Oh no. I bent time and space for that sandstone. I was not gonna let it go to despawning. Okay. Two, three. We're linked up here. Oh yeah. Yes, I can tell that, and then is it just... Yeah, okay. It's just this. I didn't think it was going to be anything really more than that, but yeah, good to double check for consistency. Yeah. Walls are almost up. Right, this wall is about to be completed. 1 fortnight, 2 fortnight, 3 fortnight, 4 fortnight, 5 fortnight, 6 fortnight, 7 fortnight, 8 fortnight, 9 fortnight, 10 fortnight, 11 fortnight, 12 fortnight, 13 fortnight, 14 fortnight, 15 fortnight, 16 fortnight, 17 fortnight, 18 fortnight, 19 fortnight, 20 fortnight, 21 fortnight, 22 fortnight, 23 fortnight, 25 fortnight, 26 fortnight, 27 fortnight, 28 fortnight, 29 fortnight, 30 fortnight. It's fortnight because it was intended for people to use during one day, not during my Minecraft building streams. Okay, that wall is looking pretty good. We've just got to get the back wall in. And then this section is done. Okay. Meal time. Yummy, yummy. Okay. Hang on. Not a lot of durability. Different. And it's raining. One, two, three. Can't wait for these towers to actually be built and connecting this together. I was gonna say if we have time after we finish the walls, we'll, you know, build all the towers, but we won't have time to fully do that. Alright. Alright. Okay. We are almost done with the last wall. We're about halfway there, I think. One, two, three. Alright, we're up to tower height. see how pretty the sky looks with the shaders because it's raining. Slash weather clear. Yeah. We got about 20 minutes left, chat. There we go, the sky is starting to become how it normally is. Okay. Okay. We're almost down another box. Although I think I'm still on the second box now. Like, the first box was just used by like that, but... I think the second box should get me through the rest of this. Okay. It's like 16 minutes left, chat, okay? And after that 16 minutes, we'll see who we can raid, probably. Depending on who is live. And this wall is very close to being done. I like using 52 render, but then using something like Voxy or Distant Horizons. Yeah, I use Bobby. Yeah. Bobby also doesn't really have a texture drop off. But it's also pretty optimized. Okay. Alright. Not have any wastage. Okay, fixed. Cool. Alright. We're on the last little walkthrough with this, what's it called? Like, wall. Okay. That is pretty cool. What we need now is 43 times 4 plus 44 times... maybe not even 44. These ones will probably be even taller. We'll start with just what we can. Just, yeah, get what we can. The game lags less when you have shaders toggled on. Yeah. My game also doesn't really lag as much with shaders on as it does with shaders off. It's something I've always noticed. Like, my shaders always seem to make my game run better. And like, it looks significantly better too, so. Okay. Why do I feel so zoomed in? I think it's just like, because I've been like placing sandstone for so long, going to other textures in other places feels zoomed in even though it's not. The annoying thing is I don't even have one tower's worth of wood yet. Probably close though. Not really though. Yeah, that's the thing with using logs in your builds, is it's expensive. Okay. Okay. Saw this video and the guy had 92 gigs of RAM spare. No, yeah, spare some for us. 92 gigs of RAM? You don't need that much. Yeah. Chat, 10 minutes, cat. Okay. Where is she from here? Okay, that works. Didn't kill me, so like, what do I care? Unless there's another one, but... 64, is that really gonna be enough? You know what, it'll be enough for the base thing. I don't know how tall to make these ones though. The other ones are all like 40, I think. Seriously. Yeah, well that's one way to health reset. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I'll just try. I have enough that I can do 52. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We'll do 52. Is that gonna be a big enough difference with... I think, honestly... 1, 2, 3, 4... We're going 63. 52. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 61, 2, 3. 63 looks better. I think that's about the difference that we need. Okay. We're going up, chat. That's 2 pillars. Alright, chat, I think we just go until the sandstone layer of this tower is done. Like to the same height as the rest of it. Just so we can sort of get a good thumbnail shot. Okay. These towers are very tall. Like, you know. Shouldn't reach the build height, but you know. Sometimes you surprise yourself with the build height. Alright, let's get this tower up. Give us a good idea of what these are going to look like. That said, actually, it might be a better idea to just get it up to 10, because obviously I need to do the ring around it. So if I go, it's 4 more, so if I do this ring of 3, and then we do 1 more ring of 1, then the spruce ring around it will be at this height. Which does mean we've got some pretty good progress for today's stream. You know, like, it doesn't really look like too much. Like, you know, we've done just the sandstone bit for the most part on this stream. Because we've also done this, you know, tough bit there. Like, it doesn't really look like too much for, you know, a couple hours work. But when you factor in the resource gathering and all that, like, yeah. It's pretty substantial progress. I think this is gonna look very seriously cool when it's, you know, actually done. We just need some extra supports on the sides, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. Add some more depth. But I think this castle is starting to get in pretty good shape. So once the sunset starts to, you know, take over the world, we will be, you know, raiding. You know, we'll be getting a good screenshot is the first thing we want to be doing. Want to get one in simping tool just because it's easier. There we go. Okay. And then once we slash kill, we can head over to our room, close, or let's finish recording, save replay. Let's leave the game and see who we can raid. Alright, chat. Let's see who we're sending you over to. No one's live. Hold up, let's see if I can fit. I think I might be able to find more people. I've got a group. Let me just go to Luma's Twitch. She has a set of recommended streamers. Surely one of them is live. Come on. Oh. One of Luma's recommended people are live. If I hit them with the follow, because I don't already. Then if I hit the following tab, Alright, chat. We're doing the raid. Sending over to Swee, who is playing some Dead by Daylight. Thank you very much for watching. Can you just... Hold up, let me put... my... One second... Chat. Oh. Windows, period. Chat, hold on, I need to open Twitter to get my emojis. It's the quickest way. I don't have, like, a copy-paste thing for it, I don't think. Everyone just copy that over. And yeah, we'll send you over now. Okay. We'll copy paste it. I'm gonna hope that's a yes. Thank you very much. Sending you over now. Bye bye.